Arizona. It is now time for the Friday Football Fever, one of the most in-depth high school football shows right here in the crazy AZ. Good evening to you. I'm Paul C. Collett.
And I'm David Kelly. And Paul, a number of teams began the night hoping to close off the regular season with a victory, while a handful of others were playing for their postseason lives and positioning for higher seeds.
No doubt. Meanwhile, teams like Sabino High School at the 3A level will be on the road for second round playoff action. And, of course, more teams to come.
Yeah, one team, we got another postseason game at home. This is Conference 2A, Benson High School. The Bobcats, a 3 seed. We're hosting number 11, St. John's. The Bobcats coming out, as always, to a single moment of sincerity. Asking Alexandria, Paul's favorite band, the KC Blitz remix. St. John's, they never had a chance. Even though the Cats were without Captain Tristan Martinez, Redskins QB James Thomas trying to find a way out, trying to find someone to throw to. Swallowed up by Wyatt Wilharm and Ricky Garcia. First possession for Benson was the beginning of a really great night for Devin Bowling. I mean, he ran with the power of a bowling ball tonight. 28 yards here to the red zone, and then Jace Barney would get the glory. Bobcats up 7-zip. More defense. Thomas going to try to find something downfield here, and all he's got is slim pickings, as in a pick by Dalton Crockett. And that interception is going to set up Devin Bowling. I mean, the senior tonight was basically saying, DK, I think you're making another trip back down here this week. Putting on a computer revival player of the week performance for sure. We'll see how the numbers play out. But dude had 419 yards and 5 touchdowns, so I think I'm going back to Benson. The Bobcats are in the Final Four after a 48-6 win.
Oh, definitely player of the week. All right, on to Flowing Wells High School, and gotta love the passion of the student section as the Caballeros would host South Point. Let's pick things up with South Point leading 21-zip off the kickoff, and a nice little return from Flowing Wells number 49. Not listed on the roster. Got to update those a little bit late now, but hey, once South Point got the ball back, Trayson Bourget would find Gage Felix in some tight coverage. Just like that, the Lancers lead 28-0, but the Caballeros come back, this time with the QB, number 10, not listed on the roster as well, but he'll be hammered by Jackson Green. Know what I mean? That, folks, is a fumble, but it ends up hitting out of bounds before the ball could be recovered. And off the punt, how about South Point's Anthony White about to bust the ball forward with a decent little return there, and that'll allow Dylan Dreiss to work the short passing game to Antonio Martinez again and again and again. Nice little stiff arm there. South Point High School runs away with it. Next up, the playoffs for the Lancers.
That's Anthony Wilhite to you. And tonight on the east side, it wasn't cold, but Saguaro ready to bring the heat tonight against CDO. Caden Doss showing off his arm to Dalton Beck, and that's the first moment of the game. Just moments later, how about this? Dalton Beck again. That's a pick 6 for Dalton Beck, his second touchdown. Call 911 because Dalen Beck, I should say, is on fire. CDO will play in week 14. They roll over Saguaro. Dalen Beck, not Dalton Beck, my bad.
Sounds like me messing the names up here. All right, from the east side in Saguaro, let's pick things up on the west side. That is where Choya was hosting Desert View High School, and Coach Robert Bonillas and the Jaguars were hoping to win for the 9th time in 10 outings this season. And the boys from the Sunnyside Unified School District came in as a huge favorite. It was senior night at Choya. Here's senior Daniel Laney getting a hug from his mom before the game. The same goes for Jose Macho, escorted by his family in the pregame presentations. Congrats to these seniors who are capping off their cheerleading and football careers at Choya this evening against Desert View. And on the opening kickoff, how about Xavier Anaya picking up the ball and moving it forward. A bit later, Choya will give the ball to Xavier Anaya again, and he could not be taken down. The Chargers are playing pretty well, and back to the senior Daniel Laney. Check it out. Nice catch here to get the first down for Choya, but the Chargers would have to give the ball up. And off the muck punt, you think Desert View would let it roll backwards and stay away, but no. Alertly, Carlos Arvizu picks the ball up and advances it to the 12-yard line. That'll set up this on Desert View's first play from scrimmage. Abdullahi Yusuf gets the ball easy peasy for Sheezy. The Jaguars cruise to 53-6 tonight, and hey, check it out. Jesus Arvizu continues to celebrate for the Jaguars as the music goes down.
Yeah, I bet his mom was celebrating too. From the west side, let's shoot down I-10 to Sahuarita, where Pueblo was hoping to notch a victory against Walden Grove. Both of these teams came in with only 3 victories, but one would get a chance to end 2021 in a winning manner. Big crowd tonight for Walden Grove senior night as well. They packed the house, and the Wolves started out hot. Quarterback Jason Stevens looking like a D1 prospect here. Check out this nifty little pass here. Makes the great run, finds Duncan Hoover, and while their passing game was on point, Walden Grove's running game not, at least here. Gabriel Corrales for Pueblo owned the trenches on that one, got that big stop for a loss. Later though, how about Stevens to Hoover again? These guys' connection stronger than your cell phone connection. They just keep the chains moving. They would finish the job here. Stevens to Duncan Hoover, a former player of the week. That's a touchdown. The Red Wolves take the lead, and they would get the win tonight by 8 over Pueblo.
So the boys from Sahuarita end the season with the home victory. And hey, we're far from over with. After the break, we continue our in-depth coverage of high school football right here in the old Pueblo.
Yeah, we're going to have our play of the night. You don't want to miss that. Plus, we're going to head out to Marana, where 2 explosive offenses would go toe-to-toe. The Tigers hope to make it 8 wins in 10 games, but Ironwood Ridge had a chance to end the regular season with a winning record. Friday Football Fever is rolling on.